Hello everybody, and welcome back to part 7 of beating Plants vs Zombies 2 with only non-plants. In this episode, I'm beating the Dark Ages, and this world had some pretty difficult challenges to overcome. But as usual, let's start with the comments off first. So, first of all, we have Mugman, and he says, "Fun fact, the Discotron is actually the Disco Zombie's head. The leg thing actually has a fish inside of it." And you know, after looking at that again, I can sort of see what you're saying, man. Alright, so second off we have Bahalski, I think, or Bahalski, that's how you say it. And he says, "You can use the watermelon because it's a fruit." And you know what? That's amazing, man. I don't know how I didn't think about that, you know? Because obviously fruits are not plants, you know? That's just something I didn't know how I didn't think of it. Thank you, man, for telling me. And lastly off, we got Dereki298, and he says, "What did the toad say to the zombie? I'll totally do it." Oh, and then he put, "Can you put the joke in the next video?" Yeah, totally, dude. You know what? Your joke is in the video. I like this joke. Anyways, that's all for the comments. Thank you guys all for commenting. And on another note, I know that I usually make a poll for you guys to decide which non-plant I'm gonna unlock, but unfortunately for this video, I couldn't do that, and I'll explain later on in the video why exactly I couldn't do that. So yeah, that's all of my ramblings for now, and let's begin. Day 1 showed us the main gimmicks of this world, which are the fact that it's nighttime and there are gravestones that give sun and plant food when destroyed. Basically, in this world, sun doesn't generate from the sky like normal, because it's nighttime. So that means that I have to use a cheap non-plant that can destroy the gravestones for me, and because all of my non-plants are over 75 sun, I have no choice but to use the Scaredy Shroom. Basically, the way that he works is that he shoots small purple bubbles at zombies from afar, but when they get close to him, he digs himself into the ground. Anyways, another thing about the Scaredy Shroom is that when you use a plant food on him, it also affects all the Scaredy Shrooms in its 3x3 area. So yeah, starting off this day, for the first time ever, this was the first day in the world that I actually lost. I don't even know what happened. I don't know how that happened, but I got it on my second try. Anyways, day 2 was when I found out that this world is way more challenging than I thought. I found it really difficult to build solid defenses because most of the time I don't have any sun. Day 3 introduced us to the imps of this world. They aren't too special or anything, they just have the worst haircut I ever seen. Like, bro, what is that? Well, I failed this level on my first try because no sun graves generate in this level, and the strongest defense I can have is 3 Scaredy Shrooms. Obviously, I also failed it on my second try, and basically after that, I just gave up as it's just impossible without a sound producer. So to beat this level, I played it with the Sun Shroom and got it first try. Day 4 was a conveyor belt level, but I decided to play it anyways because it had the Hypno Shroom in it, which is one of my all-time favorite plants. Day 5 introduced us to the Jester, who is by far one of the worst zombies in all of PvZ, honestly, and this guy basically just dances all over the place, and when a projectile gets close to him, he spins it and sends it right back at your plants. Unfortunately, I lost this level on my first and second tries, but I got it on my third try. Day 6 was a plan your defense, so I just used the guard shroom with some ice weeds and spike rocks, and that did the trick. Day 7 introduced us to the night zombie. Basically, he's like the Buckethead, except he's slightly stronger, and he has a night helmet, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, this day was also like day 3, and it was one of those days that just didn't spawn any sun graves with it, so once again, that means that I had to use the sun shroom to beat it. Day 8 was a survive with the given plants, so as usual, I just burned all the zombies to a crisp. Day 9 was a level where the zombies got special potions that made them strong if they stepped on them. Day 9 was also the first day in this world where I remember I had actually unlocked the Infinite last episode. Anyways, I failed on my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 7th try, but after 8 tries, I finally got it. Day 10 was a conveyor belt level, so I decided to destroy all the zombies with my army of snowballs. Day 11 introduced us to Gandalf. This guy just turns all of your plants into sheep. He's super annoying, and he just walks around with his magic staff, and then when he decides to, he just zaps your plants, turning them into sheep. Luckily though, when you do kill him, all of your plants do turn back to normal. I did fail this level on my first try, and I also failed it on my second try, but on my third try I managed to gather enough sun to place down 2 guard shrooms, and luckily that was all I needed to win this level. Day 12 was by far one of the worst levels in this challenge. It was a survive and protect the endangered plants, and this time it was the Puff Shroom. The thing about this little guy is that he has a short lifespan, so to keep him alive, you need to plant food him every few minutes. And luckily though, his plant food does affect all of his kind in the level, making it slightly easier. but nonetheless, this level was freaking hard, man. Like, on my first try, this happened. Which is kind of funny, but yeah, anyways, on my second try, I realized that the most difficult thing about this level are the gesture zombies that shoot back on my puff shrooms, destroying them super fast. Basically, I failed this level 5 times, and finally managed to get it on my 6th attempt. Day 13 was another conveyor belt level, so you know what that means. Day 14 was an impossible day, because it's a produced sun level, but unlike other levels before it, it forces you to pick the sun beat, and it doesn't let you pick any other sun producers, so I just couldn't do it. Day 15 was a plan your defense level, and even though it was a bit challenging, I got it first try. Day 16 introduced us to the King. This guy's deal is that he can make any zombie a knight, making them super annoying to deal with. Anyways, I lost this level a total of 18 times before I decided to try it with the Gravebuster. First attempt with him was a fail, but at that point I basically gave up. So yeah, after 20 total attempts, I finally managed to beat this level with no cheating whatsoever. Day 17 was another level with the potions, and this time it had a Gargantuar, but luckily for me, this level came with a lot of sun gravestones, so I was able to build a strong defense, and after a long fought battle, I managed to get this level first try. Day 18 was a survive with the given plants, but this time I had actually wanted to try it normally, and guess what? I failed. So, Day 19 was the last day before the Zomboss level, and it was a survive and protect the endangered plants, this time the magnet shrooms. They actually turned out to be really helpful in this level because they magnetized the night helmets out of the night zombies, and in the end though, I did actually fail this level 5 times before beating it. Day 20 is the Zomboss level, and beating it marks the end of this world, which is the shortest world in the game, but also one of the most difficult ones. Anyways, Day 20 introduced us to the Dragon Imp, who's one of the strongest imps in the game, because he has way more health than normal imps, and he's also fire resistant. Anyways, this time I decided that I'd only beat Zomboss using the help of my mushroom pals, which in my first try didn't quite work, so you know what, on my second try I just ditched them and got it over with, marking the end of my long journey and victory of surviving the evil Dark Ages. So yeah, that was all for this video. Hopefully for next time I'll make another poll asking which plant I'm going to unlock in the next world, which is Neon Mixtape Tour, which is, from what I've heard, one of the most difficult worlds. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.